15 huge Hollyoaks spoilers for July 15th, 19. Grace's big return and Mercedes's dramatic labor. Hey Hollyoaks fans, get ready for a roller coaster of emotions next week as some major drama unfolds in the village. Grace is back and causing quite a stir. Jeremy is in for a rough ride with Martha, and Mercedes is about to have a dramatic labor you won't want to miss. 1. Grace returns. When Grace returns, she informs Freddie that they need to get him and Lexi out of the country. She reveals that she faked a serious illness to secure her release from prison. Meanwhile, Stay regains consciousness after the recent dramatic events and discovers Rex locked in the bathroom and Freddie missing. Rex tells Stee that he has one final chance to find Freddie. 2. Dilly is suspicious Maxine is completely shaken and terrified after her recent altercation with Jeremy. She makes it clear to him that she wants him to stay away from her. Jeremy, however, is determined to make things right and starts working hard to regain her trust. Despite her fear, Maxine slowly begins to see his efforts and starts to warm up to him again, believing that he truly wants to change. Just when Maxine feels ready to give Jeremy another chance, she shares her decision with Dilly. Dilly, however, drops a bombshell that leaves Maxine reeling. She reveals that she found one of Jeremy's shirts and it's covered in blood. This shocking discovery throws everything into question for Maxine and shakes her faith in Jeremy once more. Maxine is now caught in a whirlwind of emotions, struggling with the fear and doubt that Dilly's revelation has stirred up. Can she trust Jeremy again after this? Or is this a sign that things are far more complicated than they seem? Maxine's world is turned upside down as she grapples with these new doubts, making the situation even more tense and unpredictable. 3. Mercedes gives birth. Mercedes goes into labor while locked in Casa McQueen, and as Warren tries to get help, he has to deliver the twins himself. With the hospital on the other end of the phone, Warren manages to deliver the first baby. But the second twin gets stuck, and Warren begs for help. 4. Scott goes missing. Freya reveals that Scott is missing, and he was last seen having a row with Jeremy. Maxine is concerned that something is wrong, and she confides in Zoe and Pearl. Meanwhile, at Jeremy's shed, Maxine can hear Scott's phone ringing, which raises alarm bells. 5. Lucas and Dylan take revenge. Tom gets Zoe to shut down Dylan and Lucas's business, so they take revenge and post the video of Tom falling in the paddling pool online. In retaliation, Tom starts a poster campaign to discredit Lucas and Dylan's new business, which is selling drink cans. 6. Freddie's life is in the balance. At the hospital, Freddie has secondary drowning and is breathing through a ventilator. Misbah tells Grace he has sustained serious injuries. Later, Grace tells Cindy about her fake illness, and Norma overhears. Grace promises Norma that Blue isn't Freddie and suggests they work together. But elsewhere, Rex has managed to get to Freddie. What will he do? 7. Jeremy is in danger. When Maxine confronts Jeremy about the blood-stained shirt, he is confused by her theories and explains that he simply cut himself while gardening. But unbeknownst to Jeremy, Martha is lying in wait in his shed. 8. Ro is disappointed Tony and Diane continue to clash over Ro, as they prepare to visit the doctor together. But the GP visit is disappointing as Ro is not taken seriously, and the GP tells him that stopping puberty is no longer an option. They refer Ro to CAMS, Child and Adolescent Mental Health Services, but warn there is a lengthy waiting list. The Hutchinsons sadly leave without the answers they are looking for. 9. The McQueens disapprove. McQueens decide to throw a surprise party for Mercedes, hoping to lift her spirits. Everything seems to be going well until Mercedes arrives with Warren by her side. The room's atmosphere quickly turns icy, and the McQueens are visibly appalled by his presence. They haven't forgiven Warren for Hunter's death, and his arrival stirs up all those painful memories. As the party progresses, the tension is palpable. The McQueens make no effort to hide their disdain for Warren, and it's clear that his presence is unwelcome. Mercedes begins to feel the weight of her family's disapproval. She had hoped that time would heal the wounds, but seeing their reactions makes her realize just how deep their hurt runs. This overwhelming reaction from her family causes Mercedes to start doubting her decision to stick with Warren. She thought she could balance her love for him with her family's feelings, but now she sees the toll it's taking on everyone. Mercedes is torn between her loyalty to Warren and the pain it's causing her family, leaving her questioning if she made the right choice. 10. Tom changes his mind. Liberty has just started her new hanging baskets business and is determined to make it a success. To help out and prove her doubters wrong, she signs up Lucas and Dylan to work for her. Despite the initial skepticism from some, especially Tom, Liberty is confident that with their help her business will thrive. As the days go by, Lucas and Dylan prove to be valuable assets to Liberty's business. Their hard work and dedication impress everyone, and it becomes clear that Liberty's decision to hire them was the right one. Seeing how well things are going, Tom starts to rethink his earlier doubts about Liberty's venture and the boys' involvement. Eventually, Tom has a complete change of heart. Realizing the potential in Lucas and Dylan, he offers them jobs himself. This gesture not only validates Liberty's faith in her new business, but also shows that Tom has come to respect her judgment and the boys' capabilities. Liberty's success in the face of skepticism proves her determination and vision, earning her the support and recognition she deserves. 11. Martha seeks revenge. Jeremy wakes up in a daze, realizing he's been tied up and drugged. His shock deepens when he sees his mum, Martha, standing over him. She sternly reminds him that she warned him to stay away from the village. Jeremy is desperate to make her understand and insists that Patrick is the bad twin, but Martha is having none of it. Her distrust and fear have taken over, and she refuses to listen to his pleas. Meanwhile, Sienna confides in Dilly about her growing suspicions. She's been noticing Jeremy's strange behavior and can't shake the feeling that he's hiding something. This new revelation about his predicament only adds to her confusion. Sienna is caught in a web of doubt, unsure of who to trust as the situation becomes more convoluted. Dilly listens to Sienna, equally concerned and puzzled by the unfolding drama. Both women are left in a state of uncertainty, unsure of where the truth lies. Jeremy's claims about Patrick and his alarming condition have thrown everyone off balance, leaving them questioning their loyalties and trying to piece together the real story behind the twins' rivalry. 12. Darren catches JJ. JJ offers to help get Lexi ready, which makes both Frankie and Oscar uncomfortable. He shouts at Oscar for having his missing football boots, and he later tells Frankie he is scared of JJ. Desperate to cover his tracks, JJ throws his football boots in the river, but Darren notices what he is doing. 13. Blue strikes again. When Grace returns to the village, Cindy offers her a place to stay, welcoming her back with open arms. As they settle in, Cindy takes the time to fill Grace in on everything that's happened, particularly the mysterious Blue situation. Cindy explains that Blue has been causing quite a stir around the village, leaving everyone on edge with his strange behavior. Around the village and at the hospital, Blue's presence is felt everywhere. His calling card, Blue Coins, are found in the most unexpected places, creating an eerie atmosphere. These coins have become a symbol of his influence and a constant reminder that he's always around. The residents are puzzled and worried, trying to figure out what Blue's next move will be. Grace listens intently, taking in all the details Cindy shares. She can sense the fear and uncertainty that Blue has brought to the village. As she processes this information, Grace feels a mix of curiosity and determination. She knows she has to be careful, but also realizes that understanding Blue's motives could be key to restoring peace in the village. 14. JJ awaits his fate. Darren confronts JJ about what he saw, and JJ later warns Oscar that if he has blabbed, then he will pay. JJ thinks Darren knows that he has been abusing Frankie and is taking him to the police station, but in fact Darren takes him to the dog to meet a football coach, who offers him a place on the team. 15. Diane struggles. Roe is having a tough time as he approaches puberty, feeling increasingly self-conscious about his appearance. The long waiting list for gender services only adds to his frustration and anxiety. Thankfully, he finds a supportive friend in Kitty, who offers him some solid advice. She reassures him that he's not alone and that it's okay to take things one step at a time. Kitty's words give Roe a glimmer of hope and help him feel a little more at ease. Meanwhile, at the dog, Diane is struggling to cope with the mounting family stress. The pressure is taking a toll on her, and she's turning to alcohol more frequently. Her drinking is becoming a concern, as it's clear she's using it as an escape from her problems. The family's worries and her own internal battles are pushing Diane to a breaking point, leaving those around her worried about her well-being. And that's a wrap on this week's Hollyoaks spoilers. It's going to be an intense week with Grace stirring up trouble, Jeremy facing Martha's wrath, and Mercedes' dramatic labor. Make sure you tune in to catch all the action and see how these storylines unfold. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest spoilers and updates. We love hearing from you, so leave a comment below with your thoughts and predictions for next week's episodes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.